All right, welcome in everybody. This is Jason, creator of the TCP Super System. I lied a little bit. I am going live tomorrow on YouTube at probably some music. Going to watch a few creators tonight on YouTube, see what they have to say. We had one hell of a day in the market today. XRP, we nailed SWE. XRP still running up over 239 as we speak right now. So awesome day, but yeah, just chilling out. So come on in and we can chat. We have TCP Super System. Please subscribe so you can engage in the live chat. We can talk about anything you want, any news feed, anything on the news feed, any crypto or stock chart, and I can interpret the signals and we can talk about the levels, what we could expect next. You name it, we can chat. Have to cheers to a little apple juice tonight, if you know what I mean. So if you are on the live, I'm really just hanging out here for 30 more minutes, or actually 20 more minutes. It's really just for people to come in. Otherwise, I probably won't be talking a whole lot. I just put out a video on XRP tomorrow, Wednesday on TikTok, Thursday on YouTube, Sunday on TikTok, Saturday rapid fire on YouTube. Probably a recording, not live, but a lot of content coming this week. So stay tuned because the markets have changed. The signals have changed. We are on a rip, so stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We got here, let's see. Join us in this dance. Welcome in, a couple people in the live. Again, this is an unintended live, just hanging out here 20 minutes until some of my favorite YouTubers come on. I'm going to go watch them tonight. A lot of stuff coming this week, lives and recordings. But if you want to see anything before I get off of here in 20 minutes, just subscribe so you can engage in live chat. That's the only way to get into the live chat. I'm just chilling out here, listening to music, waiting on these YouTubers to come on. Just hanging out, so feel free to engage if you would like. Otherwise, we can hang out. Actually, let me turn this on a little bit. Tonight, not financial advice, just knowledge and light, information over hype, analysis we trust, and opportunity zones will find the perfect thrust. TCP Super System, raise your flag up high, right in the markets, we reach for the sky, diamonds in the rough, they're shining so true, together as a community, we'll push right through. Standard deviation tricks. All right, my man Mike, what's up, man? What would be a good to buy in your opinion? I can't really tell you what to buy. An advisor can't tell you what to buy. So it all depends on what you're interested in, what you want to see on the charts. Again, I can tell you my top holdings. Again, but that doesn't mean it's right for you. Don't know your risk tolerances, don't know your investment objectives. So, but my top choices for crypto, at least as of this point, just made a trade yesterday on SWI, up 12% one, obviously. It was a big 5-figure trade we announced yesterday in the recording. We also have huge positions in XRP. We have Bitcoin. We have HBAR. We have, again, SWI, and a bunch of other ones, but Cardano. I mean, so all those are ripping, some more than others. But again, I base everything I do on the TCP super system, which is what I built. Helps me eliminate fear and I can show you the when and why we bought the SWI yesterday. Kind of just put out a video talking about that and the results of that so far. But a lot of good stuff out there right now. A lot of opportunity. And if you're new to this, I don't know if you're on, but if you're new to this, this system is a weekly view on the left. I'm sorry, daily view on the left, weekly view on the right, with a 3-component system. You have our standard deviation methodologies up top, which are critically important. The main indicator in the middle, this is where you're going to see these big green boxes for crypto. That's leverage liquidation zones, which are always, price tends to navigate toward liquidity. It's amazing how it works. You're also going to see cloud formations, red or green. That's a downtrend, uptrend. You're also going to see some moving averages here. And really, this is not a MACD type TA channel. We use those just as support and resistance levels. And then the diamonds, you'll see levels of diamonds. The light shade is level 1. You have a darker shade, our most favorite indicator. And then at the bottom, you're going to have hot sensors. It's 3 hot sensors, a short term, a medium term, and a long term. It's a 6 shaded color scheme. White, gray, blue, yellow, orange, red. That's to the upside and to the downside. When the red hot sensors line up with the red diamonds or greens, the recommendations to buy or sell. I identify the zones. I usually engage in the zones, whether I'm dollar cost averaging or maybe I'm just taking a bigger position like I did yesterday. It all depends on the market dynamics and what's going on, but that's how I use this system, and I bring it to my community for free. So hopefully that answered the question. Not necessarily tell you what to buy, but we can look at anything you want to look at. So cheers. Let's check old Bitcoin out here. Just for fun on the stream. I'll be doing this tomorrow as well, but always good to look at the big boy. So yeah, pumped right on through the 50-day without a problem. Next resistance obviously would be the 100-day, somewhere around 99,850, maybe a little bit lower as it continues to go down. But for Bitcoin, we've already identified the upper zones from leverage. That will be somewhere around 120 and then 140 to 150. So I think that's kind of where we're headed over the short term. We'll see if there's any volatility in the meantime. Again, there could be some black swan events out there with the turmoil around the world, but we'll see. Hang on one second. I want to do that real quick. Actually, where is... Here we go. Keep that there. Yep. Make sure that's not blurry. And if there's anyone on the stream, let me know if it's blurry or not. Because on my encoder, it looks a little blurry, so I am a little concerned about it. But hopefully, it's not a issue that we're having. Hey, if you're just coming in, just hanging out here for another 10 minutes, so you're welcome to engage in the chat if you want to. Just looking at news. Going to be logging off here in a minute to watch some other YouTubers tonight. We'll be live tomorrow night, or at least do recordings. It depends on how the streams are going, but so just hanging out here for a few more minutes. If you want to put something in the chat, stock or crypto, we can certainly look at anything you want. Otherwise, I will be logging off here in about 10 minutes. Okay, it's fairly. Hey, Grandpa Dirt. It's fairly clear at full screen. All right, good deal. It looks a little better now. It was rough a minute ago, so I don't know. Again, I've got a Ethernet hardwire, so I don't know. There shouldn't be any issues, but YouTube's not that impressive because the TikTok stream I did not have any issues whatsoever. So I don't know if it's just a TikTok thing or a YouTube thing or what, but sometimes there's lots of buffering on the YouTube side. So yeah, Grandpa, I don't know if you want to see anything tonight. Again, only got about 10 minutes here. Just put out a video on SWE, our SWE trade we just executed yesterday. Did another view on XRP and then Metaplanet just now. That just got put out there. So words are a bit fuzzy, but I think that's due to 720p resolution. I believe you're probably correct on that. And I can take those words off. I usually just put that announcement on there so people can understand when they come in. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just waiting for people to come in for a few minutes here, but I can go take that off. I think it's nope, not that one. Let's see, it's the other one. Which one is it? Here we go. It's that one. There we go. So that is removed for now. But yeah, so again, for those that may be coming on in, just hanging out here for 10 more minutes, Jason, TCP Super System. If you want to see anything before stocks or crypto. So again, 10 minutes here until we log off for tonight. Just put out a video again talking about the SWE trade we executed yesterday, XRP and Metaplanet. So might want to check that one out if you're interested in those. But yeah, we had a fantastic day today. Massive gains. XRP up over 12%. SWE was over 12%. Again, we're in Dogecoin. I think y'all know where we are on that one. Have you been on the channel? Let's see what Dogecoin is doing. Where's the Doge? Yeah, back up over 15 cents. So it kind of looks like the other ones. Again, we're still under on that one because of when we executed, but we jumped that one a little early. But everyone should know why by now. But again, 30 cents. I'll check those videos out after your stream ends. Yeah, man, do that. It's good stuff. But yeah, usually we don't go live on Monday nights. So I was just sitting here waiting on some other YouTubers to come on. So we'll just hang out here a few more minutes. It is up to the subscribers. Let's go back and look at old Aptos. It's starting. We'll see if Aptos rolls over. It's the white line. It made it to the extremes. The orange line made it through the green, but it looks like we're getting weaker again. So we'll see. We need that white line to stay above that red zone on Aptos, so we can continue to see this price go toward that 100-day, which is 277 at the moment. But again, there's that weekly view. Level 3 diamonds going back up toward the bottom of that cloud. Always an area of volatility. Just so happens to be the 50-day on the daily area of volatility. So I wouldn't be shocked to see a little retracement here back to like 184 for Aptos before we continue higher. But yeah, that's probably the worst one of the day so far. Oh yeah, Cardano. All right, guys, here's Cardano. Basically level 1, which is really level 2, but level 1 being white-gray. So we have now broken through the 50-day average on Cardano. We have the confirmed uptrend. Next stop probably 100-day around 50 to 53 cents. So watch that one. The standard deviation methodology looks okay. Again, weekly little chain with Cardano and all the stuff that's going on. Probably some ETFs coming for Cardano. Watch that one. Look at this. Prime Filecoin. We've been talking about Filecoin a lot lately, and here you go. You had your pump above the cloud to the 50-day moving average, hit a little resistance, came back a little bit, resumed higher. What's the next level of resistance? The 100-day. What did it do? Popped it right there, came back. Now we're going to see if we either go back and test the 50-day, which wouldn't be shocked because that's also the top of the cloud. It's remarkable, right? And then from there, up from there, or it could just go up. But like I said, I just wouldn't be shocked to see it hit back to 50. But not really a big swing there. I mean, the 50-day is essentially 147, so it's 10 cents there on Filecoin. Again, we've got the upper zone up here, 2 upper zones around 240, and then higher at 310 for Filecoin. There. And truly crazy too. Look at this. weekly view. You got it over here. If you look at the corresponding location on the daily, so it literally hit the bottom of the cloud, like I always tell you. And just above it, if you actually look, it entered it just barely. Like I said, that wouldn't be probably not a reason to sell anything. I mean, if you're trying to get greedy over 5 to 10 cents, then you're probably in the wrong asset class because you're going to get burned eventually. But that's just typically how these things work. If you see a pump and you haven't entered yet, you might get a better price. Yeah, not too bad there for all Filecoin. Let's look at Ondo's coming back a little bit. So here's Ondo. This thing had fallen from $1. Again, there are some big unlocks coming in January. So, and I told you, go back and look in some of the videos about on versa. It dumps before the unlocks, and then the unlocks, retail usually sells, institutions gobble that up, and you see a pump like you're starting to get now. It's just funny how it works, but you got to understand the game. And again, here you go for Ondo. We came off the base down here. We had a red hot sensor on Ondo on the short term and the long term daily, which pretty much marked the bottom of it as soon as it transitioned to orange. We got the confirmation of the trend change from red